Alright guys, welcome back to another dissidiaoperaomnia video where I'm going to be doing my very best to explain how Paine's mechanics, how her new stacking mechanic with the icon that is above her head in the image that you're looking at right now, how exactly that works, because there was a whole lot to it that I need to explain so that way you have a good, strong understanding of how her mechanic works, because it really is a lot. For one LD ability, there is a lot to it, and I'm going to do my very best to explain that so that you know exactly what it is that Paine is going to be bringing to future team comps. Because not only that, not only does she have a lot to do with that stacking mechanic with the icon above her head, but depending on which positioning, you can actually go further beyond with those stacks, with the max stacks that you see on the image right now, and actually double those stacks. So we're going to talk about all that in this video. There is a lot to it, so I'm going to do my very best to explain it as clearly as possible. So if you do enjoy it, if you do find the video informative and helpful, consider liking the video and consider subscribing for future dissidiaoperaomnia content. So first off, we're going to talk about her stacking mechanics. So as you can see with the icon above her head, she has that red debuff icon and the green buff icon, right? So the way to get that up to a max stacks of 5 is that the enemy has to have, or the enemies has to have, a total amount of debuffs of 10. So every 2 debuffs will equal 1 stack for Paine's icon that is above her head. So you need to have 10 debuffs on the enemy to get the max stacks of 5. And the same way goes for the buff icon for her stacking mechanics. So you need to have 10 total buffs on your team to get those max stacks of 5. Now, whenever you get a max stacks of 5 debuffs, right, for her icon, what you get out of it whenever you reach at max stacks is that all enemies will deal, all enemies dealt brave damage down. So what that means is that they will be doing less brave damage to either Paine or to your teammates, right? So there is a percentage to it. So at 1 out of 5, it'll be 5%. 2 out of 5, it'll be 10%. 3 out of 5, it'll be 15%. And then 4 out of 5, 20%. 5 out of 5, it'll be 25%. And that is for the dealt brave damage down that the enemies will be receiving. Also, all enemies will have a brave gain down, so they won't be gaining a whole bunch of braves. So I'm not going to name all the percentages because they are pretty much the exact same as I just mentioned for the first one: 5, 10, 15, and 25. Also, all enemies will receive an HP damage taken up. So, and again, it's the same percentages: 5, 10, 15, and 25%. So, and all of that will be effective for you, for not only Paine, but for also for your party mates. So your teammates will be getting a 25% HP damage taken up as long as the enemies have 10 debuffs on them. And with that, that means that the debuff icon above Paine's head will be at max stacks of 5, and you'll be taking advantage of all of that I just mentioned just now. Now, for the buff icon, what you get out of that is that the party will receive a 30% party dealt brave damage up. And I'm reading this with considering that that she has 5 stacks at the moment. So at 5 stacks, you get a 30% party dealt brave damage up. Also, you get a party brave gain up of 20%, and you also get a party brave stolen and gain overflow up of 20%. Like I said, it is a lot to take in. And I'm gonna put all of this text down in a pinned comment so that you have, or hopefully, you know, if you are still confused on how it works, I will post it down in a pinned comment so you have a better understanding. Now we're gonna go dive even deeper and go into the more somewhat complicated part about it. So if Paine is on the right side, so if on the left side. So if she is on the far left where Faris is at right now, and she has 2 teammates at the right of her side, all of the percentages that I mentioned double. So as long as you have 10 total buffs on your teammates, the stacks on Paine's icon above her head double. So instead of 5 stacks, it'll go up to 10 stacks only whenever Paine is on the left side and you have 2 teammates next to you. So basically, for the party dealt brave damage up, instead of 30%, it'll be at 60%. The party brave gain up, instead of 20%, it'll be at 40%. And the party brave stolen and gain overflow up, instead of 20%, it'll be at 40%. So that is a big amount of support that she is giving to not only Paine herself, but also to her teammates. Now, if she is on the far right, and if she has 2 teammates on her left, the debuffs on the enemy and then the HP damage up that the party is receiving doubles as well, and the stacks will go to 10 instead of 5, as long as you have 10 debuffs in total on the enemy. So basically, the dealt brave damage down that the enemies are receiving, if you have it at 10 stacks, it'll be at 50% instead of 25. The enemy's brave gain down, instead of the 25%, it'll be at 50%. And then finally, the HP damage taken up, instead of 25%, it'll be at 50%. So Paine and her teammates will be doing an extra 50% HP damage to the enemies. That is insane. And as long as you have 10 total debuffs on the enemies and Paine is on the right side with 2 teammates on the left side of her, she will be giving that 50% HP damage up. That is insane. That is a lot for just one LD ability, one confusing pain in the butt LD ability to show that that Paine provides so much is freaking insane. And now the debuffs can come from either your 2 teammates or Paine herself. It can come from LD abilities, LD calls. It doesn't matter. As long as there is 10 debuffs on it and Paine is on the right side, you can take advantage of that HP damage up. Now, if you are getting any type of buffs from your cause as well, it does not matter. You will still be benefiting from what Paine offers if she is on the left side and you have 2 teammates on the right of her. So it like I said, it is a lot to take in, and it is somewhat complicated on how to understand, or understanding Paine's LD ability. But like, in general, it's kind of like, the way to look at it is basically, if you want to get that 50% HP damage up, have Paine on the right side and then make sure that the enemies have 10 total debuffs. If you are wanting to do extra brave damage, have party brave gain and then overflow and stolen brave, have Paine on the left side and then make sure that you have 10 total buffs in total, so that way you can take advantage of that. Also, if you do have Paine on the center, you will get a mix of both, but you have to make sure that you have 10 total buffs and then 10 total debuffs on the enemy to take advantage of everything that I have mentioned so far in this video. And again, I will be posting all of this down in the description below, and I'm going to try to simplify it as well as much as possible so that you have a stronger understanding of how Paine's LD ability works. But hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. Hopefully you guys got a better understanding of how Paine's LD ability works. I know it's a lot, but I'm really hoping that this helps you guys out in understanding how potentially busted this woman is now in the game. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel about Paine's LD ability. Other than that though, guys, that's going to be it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for future content. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys, and I will catch you guys in my next video.